Hi Pisces, this is your April reading. I already pulled some cards for you guys, and this is what the cards we got. We have Healing Heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships or addictions. We have Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. We also have Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. Then we have the Snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. And then we have Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. And then we have, as the shadowy aspect of the shadow, we have Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. All right, so Pisces, before we begin, I want to make this pretty clear. This is a general reading. This will not resonate for every single Pisces out there. Cross-watchers are welcome. You might realize that for a lot of you that the video can be reversed. So if you're a cross-watcher, you might resonate more on the Pisces side. Again, take what resonates and leave the rest, because not everything is going to be there for you. All right, let's begin. So Pisces, what I'm kind of getting from this is we have kind of some heavy energy going on here. So for some of you guys, I'm getting some scenarios, okay? So for some of the scenarios that I'm picking up for you, Pisces, is for a group of you, this could be where you were dating a person who was secretly dating another person and you had no idea about it. You didn't know that you were the other woman, or the other woman was the other woman, you know. It's like this person that you were with was hiding from both of you. You both were not aware of each other. And then when you became aware of each other, you could have pulled away from the situation, and this other person could have been really mean to you, really vicious, has said some things, could be stalking you now. You know, it's like that intensity. For others of you, it could be that you were with a person and they left you for an ex, or they left you for another individual. And for others of you, it could be that this person left the other person to get with you. And it's it's a mixed bag of people here. But what I'm getting from the bottom line was there was somebody interfering. Now, it doesn't have to be a love, uh, like a third party. It doesn't have to be another romantic interest. It could be a mother, it could be a friend, but I'm picking up a lot of feminine energy as well, and we do have it here as the other woman. So it's interesting because it seems like there's somebody who is stalking you. There's somebody who's paying close attention to you because you are with somebody that they cared about or that you broke up with. But whatever happened, it was like a fast, sudden change. It was a fast, sudden movement for you, Pisces. And it got to the point where it was starting to actually weigh on you heavily. For some of you guys, this relationship took a toll really quickly. And what I'm kind of feeling from some of you guys was you didn't expect there to be a third party. You didn't expect it to go the way that it did. And for some of you guys, you're not even aware that this person is stalking you. So you could be, for instance, because we have here healing a broken heart. So from your freedom from a toxic relationship or an addiction, what I'm really getting is for a lot of you guys, you found out this person put you in a third party situation and you got out of it, Pisces. You were like, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not going to get into a third party situation. And for some of you, it could be even work. It could be like your boyfriend's boss or anything like that. It could just be so many factors as to what is causing a triangulation in the relationship. But whatever it is, Pisces, you're not having it and you're not liking it. And I'm really getting that quite heavily for some of you guys, that you had an upheaval in your life where something happened and somebody just could have backstabbed you, and you could have been really hurt in this situation. Honestly, for some of you guys, I feel like this could be a mother who was really just did not like you dating her son or whatever that may be. For some of you guys, that would resonate. I think that's like for a small select few of you guys, that it could be family that's involved that's causing this. But for some of you, I'm really picking up that it was actually a third party, that somebody there was like some seduction going on at the workplace, and maybe your partner is cheating on you with somebody else at work. I'm picking, like I said, up different scenarios for different people. And now that you have separated yourself, because that's what I feel like you did, Pisces, I feel like you kind of pulled back and is now evaluating the situation. For some of you guys, this is a more present situation in your life. And for others of you, this has been past relationship, but it's still coming back. Because what I'm feeling here, Pisces, was you weren't really listening to your intuition. I think the person that you were with was showing a lot of red flags, and you bypassed it because you cared about this person. You really wanted there to be something more. And I think that when you had that tower moment with this individual, I think it was shocking news. It was just something that happened so fast that it kind of it kind of threw you into a loop. You didn't really know how to think or how to feel in this situation. And for quite a bit of you guys really had to pull back and evaluate this whole situation. But I'm getting that it was really painful for you guys. But I'm feeling that you guys are trying not to show that pain. I think that you guys try to make yourself look like you're okay, because I think for some of you guys, this person is really like, whoever interfered in this connection is really starting to stalk you guys. And I'm kind of getting that vibe from this person. It's just that stalkerish vibe. So just be careful. Whoever this resonates with, just be really careful and mindful of the situation, because I don't think you guys really realize how much this person is I guess creeping, I just feel like somebody's really watching your social media. But I'm getting that somebody's really jealous of you. Somebody sees you as a threat and they wanted to eliminate you, because that's what I was getting, was competition and enemy, just really heavy toxic energy that you're dealing with here, Pisces. And we are now at this time where we're starting to see people's true colors. Things are starting to show for us, and we're starting to see things. It's like the universe is ripping the veil under all of us, and we're all starting to see specific people's true colors. And I think that that's really what was happening for you, Pisces. So what we have here, Pisces, is we have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Star, and the Magician. And we have the Emperor in the reverse as the shadow aspect. So right off the bat, I'm already seeing some Sagittarius, Aquarius, Aries, I'm picking up a little bit of Virgo for some reason. Virgo, and let's see. So we have Taurus, Capricorn, and we have Virgo. We have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. We have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Not really seeing too many fiery signs, but that still doesn't mean that you're not dealing with the fire sign. If these signs do not appear to you, it doesn't necessarily, if they don't fit you, it doesn't necessarily mean that this message isn't for you. It just means that it might resonate more if you happen to have these signs. So what I'm kind of getting for a lot of you is that whatever happened in the past, you weren't able to really work things out with this person. I feel like this person brought in a third party situation, and I think it really kind of caused you to get hurt for one, and I think that you were just done. So you said, no, it's either me or them, and I think that what happened in the end was you had to move forward, Pisces, and there wasn't an equal give and take in this relationship. This person was, I think, in a lot of ways emotionally manipulative. I think this person would tell you things and promise you things but not fall through. And I think for a lot of you guys, you're done with the torment and the turmoil that this person has caused you. You're realizing in a lot of ways that this relationship is not best. It's not going to serve you. You realize that you're not going to get what you put into it. And so you're counting your losses and you're leaving and you're moving forward. You feel like you've lost in this situation and you think that they've won. But oftentimes when somebody is willing to bring in another person and cheat, for some of you guys, I feel like this person cheated on you. And if this person was willing to cheat on you, don't think that the person that they're with wouldn't, or that they wouldn't get cheated on, you know? Karma, I like to think that what you do to others, it will come back. And I don't really necessarily think it's karma. It's more of a law of attraction. What you put out into the universe, you always get back. So whatever these people have done to you, Pisces, just know that you're going to get that justice in the end. Because when it really comes down to it, it shows these people's true characters. And I think for some of you, this was extremely a painful situation for a lot of you guys. And you are now starting to enter into a new phase where you're going to start seeing the joy of life, but you have to learn to heal. You have to learn to allow yourself to heal. Because for some of you, I think that you're still in a lot of pain there, but I think that you're starting to come out of it and realizing that you have the potential to manifest and create whatever it is that you really want, Pisces. But I think what's going on for some of you guys is, having to mend your heart, having to allow what happened. I think for some of you guys, again, it happened so fast that you didn't have time to really process it. And I think that now, since things have slowed down, it's almost like the universe is forcing you to start processing this information, start processing what happened. And for some of you guys, you really don't want to go back there. It's a really painful situation for you. And I'm feeling for a lot of you guys, you felt abandoned and you felt rejected. And that was extremely painful for you, because I think that that's something that you've always carried with you, even since childhood. So for a lot of you guys, you are feeling really unstable. You don't feel like you're the emperor, and you're afraid that how others will view you in a way as well, because I think that this other person has slandered you, and I think that people have been saying things about you that aren't necessarily true, Pisces. And I think for some of you guys, you feel like this situation has made you super unstable, and I think that you're afraid to ever offer your cup to another person, because I think that you did. You offered your cup to this person and you offered them stability and support, and all you got in return was you feeling like you had to fight off that person and everyone else that were involved in the situation. And you felt like nobody saw you for who you really were. You felt like this person and you, it was over, the passion was gone, and you're so afraid now to take a new leap of faith because of that tower moment, because of what this person put you through. You're so afraid now to start something new because you're afraid that it's going to cause you further conflict. And so for you, Pisces, having to sit down and make different decisions and different choices now, I think it intimidates you, because now when you start to notice that the wheel is going to turn in your favor, you're going to start to notice that you have more options than you realized in the beginning, and it's causing you to be nervous. It's causing you to pull back your energy from you and those around you, because in the way you don't feel like you're strong enough, because I think this person really beat you down emotionally, Pisces. I think this person really makes you have low self-esteem, and I think that for you, you almost are too afraid to make a good home for yourself in a way, like to actually become fulfilled, because that's what you really wanted, but you felt trapped in a situation. Like you can't do that because you think that your happiness lies with this person, but this person dragged you into another situation. And I think that you now being aware of that has caused you to start to kind of evaluate the way you view relationships. So for a lot of you guys, what you're not understanding or seeing is somebody is like the person who got involved in this situation was stalking you and still is. I feel like for a lot of my Pisces, this person's really jealous. This person really has their eye out on you, and I think that this person is starting to kind of see you starting to kind of go back to the way you are, how you used to be. What's happening here, Pisces, is I think that once you start to allow yourself that time to heal, you're going to be manifesting great things into your life, because the universe says, all right, Pisces, thank you so much, because I think for some of you guys, you took the high road in this situation. You put yourself out of this situation. You said, no, I'm not going to get involved in a third-party situation, and you walked away. And because of that, it's almost like the universe wants to reward you, saying, you know, I'm glad that you're able to see your self-worth. I'm glad that you weren't entertaining a third-party situation. I'm glad that you had the decency to move forward, because what's interesting is oftentimes the person that's not willing to leave the third-party situation, they get strung along for so long, and they end up in the end not having the person. But sometimes the person that walks away and sees their value, either that person comes crawling back to them, or they end up finding a better person that matches them perfectly. And either way, Pisces, it's a win-win situation. You walking away from this situation is a win-win situation. And just protect yourself. Just wear protective stones. Ground yourself more. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you have to ground yourself, and you have to give yourself that time to express your feelings and your emotions. I think that you're having a hard time feeling those emotions and expressing yourself. So what I'm kind of getting here is, for some of you guys have experienced a lot of hardship, and what's happening right now is, Pisces, you're transitioning from this hardship into a brand new way of viewing the world, a brand new way of seeing relationships. Because when you can gather self-respect for yourself, others around you will start to respect yourself. And what I'm getting for a lot of my Pisces here is, you're in the middle of transforming. You're in the middle of actually creating something better for yourself. And I think you pulling back your energy from this person was exactly what you needed. You might thought you lost the situation, but in the end, you'll realize that you were actually the one that came out the victor. And I think they will see that too, which is probably why this person is still stalking you, because this person wants to see. And for some of you, it still might actually be the ex too. Whoever it is, somebody is stalking you and watching you, and they are seeing what you are doing, and they're trying to see exactly what it is that you're up to, Pisces, because I think for some of you guys, you pulled back your energy and you stopped talking to this person. And for some of you guys, this has been months. And for some of you, this has been years that this has happened, and you still haven't talked to this person or really communicate very much to this person. And this person is starting to become interested and curious as to what's going on in Pisces' life. So just be cautious and be aware of things like that. Somebody might not contact you, but they'll still be watching, you know, and it's not to freak somebody out, but that is showing up here, that, you know, watching, lurking, and stalking. And I am kind of feeling that this person, whoever it was, that was in this third party situation was threatened by you. It's like this person thought you were more prettier than them, or you had a lot more going for you. But in the end, they were like, oh, yeah, I got so and so, though. I feel pretty good about myself. But then after a while, that person's like, well, she left the situation. So you see how that person that was clinging on to your person, this is kind of complicated. Whoever was in that third party situation, that third person, they're now realizing, wow, they're even seeing your worth, and that makes them nervous because now they're afraid that the person that you left them, they're afraid that that person's going to start noticing your worth again and come begging for you again. And that's kind of what's going on, is the person who chose to stay in that third party situation was willing to battle it out with you, or is now starting to realize that you have more higher self-esteem, you have more self-worth than to battle this person for the person that you guys were going after. It's almost like you put yourself out of that equation, and now even they feel intimidated because they realize that you value yourself more than fighting for that relationship, and that makes them kind of feeling self-conscious. And the person that put you in that third party situation, I think that kind of um took them for a loop. I think they kind of realized, like, wow, I expected you to fight for me, wow. And it's almost like that person is now rubbing in your face, like, oh, look at me, I'm so happy with so and so. And they both do that. They both like post things on Instagram or post things on Facebook, or they post things on medias, and or you're friends with their friends, and you know what I mean? So they're like egging you on in a way. But Pisces, don't let that bother you. For those of you that it resonates with, those people aren't worth it. And honestly, I think that what it is, it's again, you're just intimidating them because of how you handled the situation. You might have handled it in a way where you were crying and you were upset, but in the end, you ended up actually becoming the better person in this situation. You took the high road, and that's something to say there. That's something to say about your morals and your dignity, and that's something that you should be proud of. And so, I guess what Spirit kind of wants you to know, the lesson that you should be taking from this for this month, I feel like, is for a lot of you guys, just feeling, just allowing yourself to feel your emotions and allowing yourself to see the perspective of how wonderful you are. I feel like you have to give yourself that time to heal and to protect yourself. I'm feeling that this is a time for grounding for you, Pisces. Take the time out to ground. Take the time out to heal. Feel your emotions. Cry it out. Get however you want to heal, you heal the way you're meant to heal. Everybody heals things differently, whether that's talking to a friend, you know, crying, watching a funny movie, give yourself that space to feel those emotions, but learn to balance yourself out, Um, I'm just really feeling that you need to ground yourself because you've been feeling really unstable. And I think that losing that person made you feel unstable. And I think that you have to see that you are stable without them. You are just fine without them. That you were offering more in this relationship than that person was. So you deserve to find somebody that is willing to put in that work and isn't willing to put you into another situation that would cause you further harm. So Pisces, I think the lesson that you're supposed to be learning this month is to really notice the value that you give in relationships, really know the value you are as an individual, and really just allow yourself to work through and heal these emotions. And another thing that, again, like the grounding aspect, learn to ground yourself. And not only that, but learn to heal and not bring baggage into a new relationship. Because eventually, when you heal through this, once you heal this situation, you won't attract the same person over and over again. If you learn the lesson, you won't attract that same person. So keep that in mind, because I get the feeling that for some of you guys, you've been so hurt in this situation that you're so afraid to get back out there. And what I am telling you is, if you learn to heal and you work through it and you learn the lesson, you won't attract another person like this. This had to happen for you to learn a lesson. And now that you're learning that lesson, the universe is going to grant you so much more. You are so much more capable than you realize, Pisces. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that this resonates with you. I hope that this has helped you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye.